once again to all of you all. I will come to this particular story, okay, which has just happened in front, but let me just give what you call as a formal introduction to this entire thing, which I always love to give. And I always start by asking questions. Why do we ask questions? Because one of my designation which is up there, it is called as a teacher. So who are we, all of us? Primarily, whatever role we may perform, we are all teachers. And one of the bad things that you must not give to a teacher is the mic. Why? Because teacher does not know when to stop. Okay, so anyway, so my question to all the audience who has come here, the distinguished audience who have come here, how many of you all have heard the names of these particular companies? I will name them, you can put up your hands. Amazon. Madam has not heard of this. Okay. Facebook. Google. Google has now become Google Guru. If you don't know anything, what do you do? We'll Google it. Infosys. Zomato. Very good. No smiles when I talk about it. Paytm, BharatPe and all those particular. So what is common about all the names of these particular companies which I have taken? What is common about it? Come on, teachers. They are all online. Okay, but primarily they are all technology companies. They are all technology companies. And I would ask the next question. How many among the audience here, listen to this question very carefully, how many among the audience here have not used WhatsApp? Put up your hands. Everybody has used WhatsApp. Wonderful, in COVID situation, ADL must be telling you, I sent this particular WhatsApp message, why didn't you see it, why didn't you come? So everybody is on WhatsApp. And the CEO of WhatsApp is Mark, he owns that, the CEO of Facebook. Okay, now they own WhatsApp. His name is Mark Zuckerberg. And Mark Zuckerberg says this particular comment and it is appropriate to our session today. And his statement is something like this. My advice to my friends who have got school-going children, is make them learn to program. He says, make them learn how to program. Today's session is very apt. And what we are going to do in the next few minutes, when I say minutes, I'm very conservative. Okay, it may go to a few tens of minutes. We are going to be familiarizing ourselves with this particular new scheme that the state of Goa, and I think so maybe one of the unique schemes in the entire country which has come on the coding and robotic education in schools. First and foremost, there are two words which have been used there, and I will concentrate only on the first word in this particular scheme. And the first word which has been used in this scheme is called as coding. Coding, you must be hearing about, if you have read the scheme, you must have got another word called as computational thinking. And they say it is very important. And I will come to that with an example. Computational thinking is less about using a computer to write a program. You'll be surprised, right? Madam Vatsala, okay, just now displayed or performed an act of computational thinking. झाले कितें? Vatsala madam ही ट्रेडिशनल आमचो ओके एकारक आसली तिजे कडेन आसली वात आशिल्ली. ती वात तिका पेटोवपाक जाय आशिल्ली. केलें कितें? एक फर्स्ट घेतलें, माचीस मारलें, पालोवलें. दुसरी मारलें, ती निर्वस जाली दिसता. दुसरी मारलें, तिसरी मारलें, चवथी मारलें, पेटोच ना. जरा आसा फाटल्यान ताची टीम आसा ती निर्वस जाली. तिणी मागीर कितें केलें? हें प्रॉब्लम बरें आमचें. करपाचें कितें? What she did is very important. What she did next is she took 3 or 4 of this particular matchsticks together and she struck and there was fire, and immediately, and that fire was not just one thing. Because of this combination, there was a bigger mass, and our normal physics she applied. This is what you do every time. And this is what is called as computational thinking. What principles did she apply? What computer did she use? She found a problem. She used the concepts which she had learned from her schools in science, mathematics and all those particular things, in geography also. And she applied it to her daily life. And that is precisely what this particular ethos of this particular whole theme is. So let's go into our next slide. Why coding or computational thinking is important, and these words which are there on this slide is not my words, but these words are what the researchers put here. And what are the two important highlights? There are three there, but there are many others. But two important highlights which researchers say that a kid in school requires to acquire this particular skill is that, point number one, the kid would excel at problem solving. The first thing, would excel if he learns this particular methodology, if he goes to the rigor of learning, so the excellence will come out. How do you solve a problem? The next point the researchers say is that the kid would be better in his performance if he goes to this rigor of computational thinking. His performance in allied subjects would improve. This is not my statements, this is what the researchers think. And I think so, that was the whole thought process that the NEP, that is our National Education Policy, which has been already rolled out from the year 2020, says, and this is in quotes which I want to state here, mathematical and computational thinking is to be given an increased emphasis, especially, I'm underlining this, especially in middle schools. This scheme is targeted to be oriented, at least in the first phase, to the middle schools. Our entire scheme is for the 6th standard, 7th standard and the 8th standard in our phase 1. Now the question which I want to do and want you all to concentrate on is computational thinking. The researchers again say that computational thinking is one of the key 21st century skill set that is required to be acquired by all the kids. We are giving them a lot of skill set training in maths, in geography, in history. So computational thinking is also a required skill set. And it involves what? What does it involve? It involves understanding a problem. You know, to understand a problem, first you have to know what is the problem. Because once you understand the problem, the researchers say half your problems are solved. Then, after you've understood the problem, it is about designing a solution for that particular problem. Point number 2. And point number 3 is, after you have designed a solution, you require to express it in a form that human and a machine can execute. Among these 3 points, the last one word of this particular third point is talking about human and machine. So the importance is not about the machine part of it, maybe the computer part of it. It is not that it is not required. It is very, very essential. Okay? But the concentration is on the first 2 steps, understanding and designing a solution. And that's one of the reasons why that the government of Goa sought this as a needed skill set to be given. And that's why this particular scheme, which had a vision to develop computational and design thinking along with program integration right from our middle school levels, was found to be of utmost importance. And that's why this was come out as a scheme. No other skill set or no other subject, as if I had to per se put it in quotes, and correct me if I'm wrong, has got a specialized scheme. And this is what the government is giving of utmost importance to this particular scheme, so that our children in our state become assets. And I use the word assets. So what is unique in store for you, school management, and the stakeholders, that means as head of institutes, as the senior faculties, as computer faculties, in this particular scheme? So first and foremost, the scheme aims at what? What would you get? The scheme would aim, and we, as part of the rollout of this particular scheme as the Director of Technical Education, we are whole focus primarily would be into upgradation of the skill sets of our existing teachers. We require also to upgrade the skill sets of our, indirectly of our children, because if this particular asset, that is our teachers, are upgraded to deliver the best, then they in turn will give their best to the children. Okay, that's very important. The next thing, and I ask a question. How many of you, as teachers, as management, as part of management, as part of the heads of institute, would be proud if one of your alumni, okay, is doing very well in the industry or in a job market? How many of you would be proud? That brings a smile. I can see a smile on the sir who came here to give me the flower. Yes. You know, the reward for a teacher or the reward for the people who are working in the education setup is that the thought that my child who was there with me, who I contributed maybe 1%, 0.1% or whatever, is doing very well. And you would say it with pride, तो मुझे भुरगो लायक आज ना तो त्या सीओचं कंपनीचो आता हेड जाला तो मुझो भुरगो जाणटो आता गव्हर्नमेंटान काम करता काय करे तुमकां एक खुशी दिसची ना. And this is exactly what this particular scheme is geared towards doing. And what is it geared towards doing is that in the near future, starting now, in this particular year, maybe 10 years, whatever the number of years may be, we are geared towards increasing the employability of our students in the near future. Third, what is there in stake for the entire state? You know, the IT industry is seriously facing a talent crunch. It requires talented people, but the IT industry is saying, you must have read these reports, they are not employable. Okay, these people are like cannot find jobs. Though we have got graduates and all cannot find jobs. So what is the problem? And that's where the Director of Technical Education is looking into, can we handhold, can we increase, can we go down and see what best we can do there, so that it is not only helping us as an educational setup of this particular state, but is going to also help directly and indirectly the IT industry. The fourth part. How many of you have heard these particular words about cyber hacking or cyber fraud or cyber bullies? How many of you have heard this? Alternate days you must be getting something, or on WhatsApp you must be getting lots of news. Somebody is sending you some message like you will get 1 lakh in your accounts and all those things. All these are what we call the new crimes or the new wrong things which are happening on the digital platform. So this scheme also aims, how do we improve, how do we help our children to know about what is the right practices to be done when we are talking about this digital world or a digital economy, and how do they handle themselves and become vigilant enough to handle the society so that they become the flag bearers into doing what is right on this new platform. So that is another part. What is the other thing that this scheme aims to provide to you as school management and to you in your schools is that the ICT hardware to be provided. Many times in our initial survey which we have done, we have found out that the lab setups in your schools are not very adequate. It is not, I mean, we cannot just sleep on that situation. We require to awake and we require to respond. And this scheme aims about doing the right things, providing the right setup to be provided in your schools. And how do we, in my later of my presentation, I will deal with that. And the last part is NEP talks about the vision, and this scheme is talking about how do we roll out this particular vision on mathematical, computational thinking skill sets to be provided right from middle schools. Now, you may be having a lot of questions in your mind. In your minds, what is this scheme all about? How did it form? What has happened? So I will talk about in three parts. To lay bare about an introduction on this particular scheme. The first part is on the organizational structure. So what is the organizational structure of this particular scheme? So the scheme was announced as part of the budget announcement by our Honorable Chief Minister in this particular budget in the year 2021. Following that, the project management unit at the Director of Technical Education was set up, and we have three of us who are there from the project management unit set up at the Director of Technical Education. And our role is to look into the day-to-day rollout of this scheme. The other uniqueness about this scheme is that there are three government bodies which have come together. So what are the three government bodies which have come together to implement it? One is the Director of Education, under which all the teachers and the managements of the schools directly come under administrative control. So Director of Technical Education, Director of Education. We have got the SCRT Goa. SCRT Goa, what is the role of SCRT Goa? To come up with the curriculum, to come up with the training. So that's the second body which is involved in this scheme. And the last, the Director of Technical Education, which is the PMU has been formed there, which is looking into implementing the vision of this particular scheme, the mission of this particular scheme, and the day-to-day rollout what is required for the success of this scheme. The entire scheme has been headed by the Empower Committee by our Honorable Chief Minister. We have got as the chairman of the Empower Committee, we have got the chairman of the NEP school as the vice chairman of the Empower Committee, and we have got the Secretary Education who is looking into how this rollout of this whole initiative has to happen. Now, in the organizational structure, there is a lot of work which has happened right from the beginning of this particular year once the scheme announcement was done. So, somewhere in June 2021, all the heads of institutes must have received one revised curriculum of ICT from SCRT. How many of you did not receive it? How many heads of institutes were here who did not receive that? Everybody received it. Okay, so this was the first initiative. Now what has happened prior to this, on the 4th of June, which you have got this particular circular, that means 2 months before that, the entire team along with the PMU team and all sat down with the SCRT and we revised the entire curriculum. And this curriculum was called as the revised ICT curriculum, and we scrapped the previous I think what was the name of the previous curriculum, whatever was there for computer awareness, I think it was called as computer awareness, we scrapped that particular entire thing. Now, this curriculum, let me concentrate about this. This curriculum which has come approved from SCRT is for the 6th standard, 7th standard and 8th standard. Yes, definitely there is a 5th standard, but that does not come under the mandate of this particular scheme. SCRT also has revised the 5th standard curriculum. But in the 6th standard, 7th standard and 8th standard, there are two parts for the curriculum. One part is called as the regular curriculum. Now this regular curriculum is compulsorily to be rolled out by the existing teachers who are there in your aided and government institutes to all the students, and it will happen during your normal school hours. And how to implement it, I think your ADIs know, and the coordination have already happened and it is already rolled out. Now there is another part called as the optional curriculum, if you have read it. Now this optional curriculum is a little advanced curriculum it is supposed to be given to only select few, only those students who are interested, and it would be rolled out not during the school hours but during off-school hours, where maybe we are looking at, if there are some teachers who are interested in also helping out roll out that optional curriculum, they're most welcome. But we are, since it is advanced, we are thinking about recruiting some engineering graduates as faculties for that particular rollout. So that's our first part, what has happened before we came into implementation, the actual day-to-day rollout of this particular scheme. The next point which I want to talk about is how was the content created. So schemes सगळे बरे असतात, पण ताका जर तर आमी कितें म्हणटा न्ही, जेवण सगळें बरें आसता, ताका मसालो घालूंक पडटा बरे भाशेन, अदरवायज तें रुचीक लागना न्ही. Okay, so for that, what is important is that on a day-to-day, we have to find out what the teacher, whether the teacher is there in one particular school in Murmugaon, or a teacher is there in one school somewhere in Kanakon, or a teacher is there in one school in Wadapoi, what the student is going to get, irrespective of whether he has been lucky to be in an urban setup or maybe more luckier to be in a rural setup, irrespective of that, he should get the quality education. And for that, the PMU has devised a centralized resources for the implementation to be used by teachers. Now, what did we do when we created this particular this content? One of the unique things which we did is that we involved the teachers themselves to develop. Tell me, I asked this particular question, who is more interested in the students of your class than the teachers themselves? Am I wrong? Am I wrong if I ask this question? Would there be any person, besides the parents now, who would be more interested in the development of the child than the teacher? Do you disagree to my statement? I also don't disagree. I fully agree. And that's why in this particular scheme, what we did is that we engaged some computer teachers. We selected some motivated computer teachers initially, and we trained them along with industry experts. And these teachers became the backbone of this particular whole initiative. Now, I call these particular teachers as master trainers. Now, they did a lot of hard work for more than a month. And I say, in the PME unit, we do not give them you come at morning 9 o'clock, you have a tea at 10:30, then you have lunch at 1 to 2, and again you have a tea at 3:30. Yes, this was there, but they had to work 24 hours because this 1 month activity which was done was quite rigorous, and there are a lot of exercises because we had to upgrade these particular teachers to be of a level of master trainers. And why this master trainers is important to us? Today we can say that we have got some shoulders, some strength, some legs, some heads with us is only because of these particular master trainers. So who are these master trainers? From our schools, from all the schools of Goa, we selected some 15 school teachers, a little more than that, along with some engineering faculty, some higher secondary faculties, who were exclusively trained for 1 month on how to teach computational thinking, how to teach design thinking. And today I would just like you all to see a video about what is the kind of rigor that this particular master trainers went when they were going to this 1 month. So this whole process is sound. Sorry about the sound. This is the kind of exercises the teachers have to go through. These are all done using patterns. The Honorable Chief Minister was there for the convocation ceremony after 1 month of their training of this master trainers. The resource persons. These are our master trainers along with resource persons presided by our CN. Then this was for the training of the other 540 teachers, which was conducted for a 3-day session. that these teachers develop. What are the resources? I will talk about it a little later. Thank you, sir. Today, we have got the master trainers here who have gone through this particular rigorous session. May I call upon Ishwari Bakal from Shantadurga High School, Salwad. Ishwari Bakal is there? Yes, madam, please can you come here? And we have got Sania Sayed from Al Madina High School, Kortali. And I would also like to call the head of institutes of Al Madina High School, please. Sir or madam, whoever is there, can you please come? And also Shantadurga High School's head of institute of the management, if you are there. That is the purpose why I am bringing this people here. And the purpose is dual. First and foremost, more than the master trainers, that means Sania Sayed and Ishwari Bakal, they have done a lot of hard work. But the credit also goes to the managements of these particular schools. Now, why do I say the management of this particular school? And our purpose is only that. Without the managements cooperating with us, without they not looking, or rather I would say because they have looked beyond the sacrifices that these teachers will be taken away from contributing to their students. They have not looked at a small picture. They have been holistic in the idea of giving their teachers, looking at the bigger picture, what is the benefit for the entire state. Today, this management becomes a flag bearers for all the managements of Marmugao Taluka, so that if the PMU in the near future requires your teachers, then you all will become like this managements or heads of institutes to being self-giving, okay, of being having the vision of being positive for the state. So can we have a round of applause for Thank you very much, teachers. And teachers, these two teachers, like, you have done a wonderful job. Thanks very much. Now, what did these master trainers do? See, in PMU unit we are very clear. Whoever we take them after doing a lot of thought processes. Okay, and we expect a lot of output from them. You know, it is a matter of pride for me to say that in a matter of 1 month, this is called as the teacher's handbook. These 15 master trainers, out of their own self-motivation, looking at the instructions which were given to them by the resource persons of the industry, not looking whether it is day, not looking whether it is 1 o'clock in the morning, not looking like that it is 7 o'clock in the evening, sacrificing whatever they had to do for their children and all, they came up with something which I am proud about. This is called as the Master Trainers Booklet. This is a complete set which is given as a handbook, uniform handbook for the entire state. Today, for the 6th standard curriculum is being run from this particular thing for all the teachers, by all the teachers. Now, we don't have a hard copies because we have printed only limited copies, but the soft copies have been given to all my 540 teachers. Why? As I said, that we are looking at that the delivery, whether a student is there in any place of Goa, has to get the same quality of inputs. And this is important for us. What else did these particular teachers do? They develop other resources like videos. Because lesson plans, having it printed, but not having a video connected to it, how the lesson plan is to be delivered. What is, see, for students to teach them, there are nice stories on this particular. It's a nice book to read. Ask from your teachers, okay, from the computer teachers, and read that. There's a lot of thought process which has come not from an external agency. It has come from the stakeholders. And that's why I say the product which has come is something to be proud about. And they are keeping on developing a lot of this kind of resources like video resources. They are moving now into not only developing resources in one particular language, they are looking at having it as a multilingual kind of a thing. All initiatives are coming from these motivated master trainers. The third spoke. is how do we think about delivering this content? आमी कशे भाशेन हे content भुरग्यां पासून पावोवपाक कसले प्रयत्न करता आमी? First and foremost, as I told earlier in my almost my second or third slide, is that every school would be equipped with a SBC called as a single board computer, which would be given to all your schools, so that it becomes a setup that your children, when they come to school, can use them. The regular curriculum would be delivered by all our 520 teachers. As of this particular academic year, 2021-22, the 6th standard curriculum is being taught, please pay attention, is being taught for the students in the 6th standard class. The same curriculum is being taught in the 7th standard class, and that same curriculum of the 6th standard is taught for the 8th standard class. Why? First and foremost, the old curriculum which was there is outdated, and the current 6th standard curriculum is much advanced than even the 9th standard curriculum which was there of the older one. Reason number one. Reason number two is that there has to be a smooth transition, and how the transition has to be done is there in the implementation chapter of the circular which has been given to you on the 4th of June by SCRT Goa. That's the implementation chapter. कशे भाशेन हो curriculum आमी roll out कशें करपाचो. So this year 21-22 सवेच्या भुरग्यांक तो curriculum शिकयतले, तोच curriculum 7वेच्या आनी तोच curriculum 8वेच्या. येत्या वर्साक 22-23 सवेची भुरगीं जी येतली ती 5वेकसून 6वेक येतली ती सवेचो curriculum शिकतली. ह्या वर्साची सवेची भुरगीं आसा येत्या वर्साक 7वेक पडटली, ताका नवो curriculum जातलो, ताका 7वेचो curriculum जातलो येत्या वर्साक, आनी 8वेच्या भुरग्यांक कितें जातलें, ह्या वर्साक 7वेक 8वेक पडटली ती, तेन्ना ती 7वेचो curriculum शिकतली. So that means in a matter of 3 years, the whole rollout of this particular curriculum will happen for the entire state. Are we clear about this? How we are going to roll out? Now, the optional curriculum rollout would happen through something called as the Teach for Goa Fellows, where we will recruit them. But I throw it open to all the teachers, to your managements. If you think that the teachers would love to take this optional curriculum, which is not going to happen during regular school timings, but will happen during the off-school timings. Okay, and how to happen? I'll speak about that. Then the teachers are also most welcome. Next one. Now, this slide is what we did for training. So we had master trainers, these 15 master trainers. My clinical master trainer, we had a big problem. How do we upskill 520 teachers? It's a big task. आमच्याकडे 580 माय जशे टीचर्स आशिल्ल्यो, तांकां आमी ट्रेनिंग दिवपाक आशिल्लें. These teachers rose to that particular need of the PMU, and we made a complete schedule that from the 8th of July till the 11th of August, for more than a month, 520 teachers, all the teachers from the entire state were trained for each teacher for 3 days in Goa College of Engineering. For 3 days, and it was a rigorous session which was held for 3 days. And this is some of the glimpses that these teachers are going through this particular training. And who is giving this particular training is my 15 master trainers who were trained for more than a month on computational thinking. They were giving this particular training. So it is a concept that we are trying to bring here called as a peer-to-peer hand-holding. What is the better way than to teach, bring somebody else and teach? Does not happen. If I, as a teacher, help my other colleague to learn and together we grow, I think so that is very unique about this particular scheme, and this is what we are even got as a concrete proof that it helps and works. So, on any day in Goa College of Engineering in that particular 8th of July to 11th of August, there were 72 teachers undergoing training. 72 teachers were undergoing training on any day in that particular 1 month. So, what has happened for the 520 teachers? So, जो curriculum, regular curriculum of the आशिल्लो, तो आमी roll out केलो. सगळे शिकले काय ताका 3 दिसांक. हे मास्टर ट्रेनिंग आमी 1 म्हयनो घेतलो. पूण एक टीचर जो आशिल्ले 5-20 आशिल्लो, ताका सगळो curriculum शिकयलो जाता? जायना. जाता कित्याक जाता. Okay, korpa जाताली. Okay, but that is not our objective. So what we did is that we are looking at training them in the near future. But in these 3 days, your teachers, as head of institutes, please note that 60% of the curriculum of the 6th standard, the teachers are confident to teach to their students. 60% of the curriculum. Okay. The remaining curriculum, that means 40 part of the curriculum, another 2 more trainings which is going to happen, one in this particular year and probably one more in the next year, beginning of next year we are going to have, so that with that skill set, with that particular training, the teachers will be confident enough to handle the 6th standard curriculum. Similar kind of things, when the 7th standard curriculum rollout happens for regular, you will have to do a lot of work into skill upgradations. Do you think this is nice? That we require that the teachers centrally go to a training to understand how to deliver, or should we leave it curriculum zero zali gazal? What we should do? It is good what we are doing. I just want a show of hands maybe, so that at least you will tell me you are listening to my thing, listening to the session. Okay. So this is what our whole thought processes are about. Please see that. So what are the challenges for us as a PMU unit? What are the challenges that we foresee? So if you see this handbook, teacher's handbook, we have already succeeded in doing the regular. There's a tick mark which is there in green for the 6th standard. We have also finished the 6th standard optional curriculum. That means which is going to happen non-school timings. That curriculum also will finish. We have also finished creating the videos. The last minor things are left of creating the videos for the 6th standard. The videos will go out to the students. These videos will go out to the teachers. So, and it will be in multiple languages. What is the challenge? In the 7th standard regular curriculum, 7th standard optional curriculum handouts, videos, all these remaining 6 entities is a challenge for us. And each challenge आम्हाला सुटावी करून कोणाचा आधार जाय. Whose help we require? More than the teachers, I think so we require the help of you management, as you head of institutes. How many management representatives are here? Not headmasters, but management representatives. Management representatives. Especially I'm saying management of government is directed, I'm not talking about that, but aided institutes. See, one of the things is very important for us, and please pass it on to your other, because you have a group, management group, a head of institutes. It's very important that a management attends. But what we have noticed is, and what is the purpose of me coming and talking to you? Definitely, thanks for giving your time to us. But it is important that all of us are enlightened and we work as a team. If you don't work as a team, then what will happen is, अरे मुझे भुरग्यांक सोडून टीचर काडटा आनी खंय वता एससीआरटी वता कितें करूंक जाय 3 दीस 4 दीस 5 दीस 6 दीस कितें करता कांय करना कांय खबर ना. This is the problem which comes. I know you heads of institute are doing a wonderful thing of giving, but many a times if you do not work as a team, if you do not see the bigger objective, then what do you think why is it necessary? As a PM you cannot do the task job there. But we all have to be working together to achieve this particular objective of getting everybody. So my take home is that when you go back, please tell your management, as head of institute, please tell your management what has happened here, what was this whole presentation about. And if you've got, so we have started from Ponda, today is Mormugao, tomorrow we are in Darbandara. So your Darbandara remaining talukas, so remaining 10 talukas, please tell that the management at least, and even I will reveal your ideas, please tell that the managements are important for us. Okay, that they have to be present here. Now, this slide is important for us. This slide is very important, and I want you as head of institute to please pay attention to this particular slide. If you look at it, this is a hierarchy, what we call it as a hand-holding session. आम्ही तांकां 3 दिसांचे ट्रेनिंग दिलं म्हणून आमचे responsibility सोंपना. Our responsibility is important whether the teachers are having problems. See, in the entire state, as a PMU or as a DE, we cannot reach out. So our reaching out mechanism is our teachers. Again, I say our teachers. And how do we plan? If you look at this particular whole hierarchy, and I want you all to consider and explain to you. So we have got something called as the master trainers. The master trainers, okay, from this particular pool of 15, we have assigned one master trainer for each taluka. We have assigned one master trainer for each taluka. Under this particular master trainer, there is a set of 51, something called as coordinator teachers. Who are these coordinator teachers? When these 520 teachers came, we ran a lot of background analysis tests on them, based on their educational qualification, based on how their approaches are, based on the examinations they answered. We took a lot of feedback, and from that, after we analyzed the feedback, we found out of these 520 teachers, we got the next set of 51 very competent teachers who are potential to become something like master trainers, the next level of master trainers. So the master trainers we have concentrated. The next level of master trainers are called as the coordinator teachers. Now, every master trainer who has been assigned to a taluka will have a set of 6 or 7 coordinator teachers. Under the 6 or 7 coordinator teachers, we will have the school teachers, which are down there, which are around about 404 coordinator teachers. Okay, so that is a 3-level hierarchy in which we are going to roll out the hand-holding session, and that is very important to us. Can you just go to the what is happening for Mormugao? Is Nazia Sheikh here? Oh, Nazia Sheikh is not there. Okay, so Nazia Sheikh is a teacher from MES Fatima High School. So she will be the coordinator, the master trainer coordinator for Mormugao Taluka. We are proposing these 5 names. Is Delbert Figueredo here? Can you please stand up? Delbert Figueredo, please can you come up? Along with your head of institute. You are the head of institute of St. Andrews Institute. St. Andrews, please come sir. Devendra Rathod of Keshav Smriti High School, along with the head of institute. Devendra? Sorry? He is not there. You are senior teacher or somebody there? Akela, you are the most senior. Then Mr. Jose Pereira of Destello High School. No problem, madam. So, what's your name, ma'am? You are from? Destello. Hey, please come, ma'am. So, that is Jose Pereira. Then Sarvajna Satish Sambari from Vidya Vihar High School, Thana. And your head of each one? She is not coming. Your headmaster is not coming. Please come. Shilpa Navekar from Susena Ashram Vidyalaya. You are the headmistress. Please come. So at least you come to know. Okay, please come here. Now, why I am calling this is we have identified these coordinating teachers. Now, these are very important for us. Okay, as head of institute, these coordinating teachers are very important for us to roll out. We have not trained these teachers, but based on their performance, we found that in computational thinking, this becomes a second rung, as I showed you. It's important for us because what will happen is in this particular taluka of Mormugao, you have got 36 schools. You have got 36 schools, and we are talking about 42 teachers. So if I am giving a ratio of this particular 5 coordinators, each coordinator teacher will have to handhold 8 other school teachers. 8 other school teachers. So that's very important. And these as coordinate teachers would be handheld by Nazia Sheikh, who would be the master co-trainer. So she will coordinate with these 5 coordinate teachers. These coordinate teachers will then in turn talk to another 8 other teachers, so that the entire taluka is covered. Okay, so thank you. Why this is required? Why this is required? Now correct me if I'm wrong. You know, many of the, what we have realized, many of the computer teachers are coming from non-science backgrounds. Computational thinking requires a little bit of orientation. It's not that we can bypass it, but it is important that we handhold one another so that the objective and the vision which has been laid out is correctly held. आणि आम्ही कितें करूं शकता न्ही, सुमानाचे सुमाना आमी एक मेळावो करतले. and these orders from DE or SCRT will come out, wherein these are coordinated teachers along with their set of mentors, mentor-mentee or peer groups will ask what problems, how did they go about in dealing, what issues did they face in that particular school, what this particular unique problems is coming in this school, so that they become for us the eyes and the ears for the PMU unit and the decision making, that is the secretary and the head of the state, to take corrective measures. And we are talking about in a very serious tone, corrective measures. If they are not coming in the right term, then become serious problems. So we are tuned to that, so that these teachers, our coordinator, this hierarchy works out and rolls out in a proper manner. The last part, or a little interesting part, okay, we have got from our team, Mr. Devendra Goelkar. Okay, just look at what Devendra Goelkar is doing there. What is he doing? What is he doing, Devendra Goelkar? किती करतो तो? त्या टेबलावर बसून किती करतात? हाँ? What Devendra Goelkar is doing? He is doing a presentation. Laptop घेऊन sir. Where is the laptop? Madam is going to get a laptop, but his presentation is going how, madam? Mobile? There is a mobile. There is a mobile there. He's got something, it seems. He's got something. What is that something? He's got one, sir. Saka keyboard. He's got one keyboard. He's got one mouse there, and there is one projector. Anikita sir, laptop na, or desktop machine na, pen drive kon anga gala, pen drive galla sir. There is no pen drive. Sir, can you show what you are doing? What magic you are doing? His magic is that. This is his magic in which this entire presentation is being run. That means what he is holding in his hand is a full-fledged computer. A full-fledged computer which is running presentation, it ran some videos. तुमच्याकडे sound नसेल आपण sound play करतो. तुम्ही sound arrangement करून ना. We are using a cable to play that sound. That is not our this. Sir was ready to play the sound and for a sound from how big? Palm size. From a palm size single board computer. This is exactly the kind of a system which will be given to all the school managements, to all, not management, to your schools. To run the syllabus, what is required for our 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard. This is a full-fledged and call it as a single board computer. And I would encourage many of the teachers who are there or as heads of institute, please come and have a look at this particular setup, because this is what you will have to familiarize it when it comes. Now, the important thing is, this is where I wanted the management and the heads of institute. Please ensure that before this particular ICT hardware comes in your labs, what is required to ensure? First, what is required to ensure? That there is a lab first and foremost. Many of the initial surveys which have done, we have found that lab was not. अरे सर म्हाका प्रश्न करपाक सेक्रेटरी करता लॅब ना जाल्यार भुरगे कंप्युटर कशें शिकतात भुरगे all these years how are they passing this particular head of computers? See, if you don't have a lab also, how can you pass? It's a question mark. So please ensure what has happened in the past, let's close our eyes, but looking in the future, okay, let's not repeat, let's be proactive. So please ensure that there is a lab setup, one. Secondly, please ensure that there is electrical connection. आम्ही हाडले पण electrical connectionच ना. फायदा पडतले because you require some electrical power. Secondly, third, please ensure that there is backup for the system. Light गेली, भुरगे बेकार पडले, okay, चलना. Some backup has to be required, no? Some power backup. Third. Fourth, ensure at least there is internet there. If there is no internet, what is the point? Now, how can you ensure? Is one, you can talk to ADIs if there are problems about this, so that you can get the state level support. But also, like, be proactive. Find out from your alumni. Find out from your PTA members if something can be done. Especially, I'm not talking about government, but especially this can be as an alternative which can happen from your aided institutes. Okay, so please do those particular things so that before these equipments come, please ensure that the required setup is there. So this is some kind of a setup which will be provided in each of these particular labs, and the scheme talks about it. This is some kind of an ecosystem which will be also given. Now this is the last slide of my entire presentation. Good. Okay, so in this particular slide is the most important slide, and this is where the managements I require your help. As the project management unit, I require help. And on how many counts? I require help on 6 counts. On 6 counts. First and foremost, please make your faculties available whenever the orders are coming from the D or SERT. I know these faculties, I can assure you, whatever the computer faculties have now understood how important this particular project is. They are not going to, I can assure this on their behalf, that they will not ignore their students. They will do that also, and even do the activities is required from the PMU unit of seeing the success. I can assure this to the school management and the heads of institute that these teachers, and I'm proud of these teachers, I'm really proud of all of us who are sitting in this audience here. Why? Because in the COVID situation, in challenging times, you all have responded so very positively despite all the challenges which you have had, okay, and rose up to that particular occasion of mitigating the needed education which is required to be given for your school children. So we require our faculty to be available for the different roles as and when, as I talked about, creating the resources, creating academic, creating contents. I was talking to the ADIs with the secretary the other day, and I have told, see, many of your art teachers or maths teachers, these are also very potential for us. That in this particular book, if you have seen, the artwork, these artworks, every lesson plan has got a nice artwork which has been done here. The Goa College of Fine Art, these faculties have done it. But I know there are Goa College of Fine Art graduates who are there as art teachers in your schools. We are looking forward to them also to help us out making this artwork, this nice color concept which they have used to design this particular thing. New credits will be given to the managements and to your art teachers, but please make your art teachers available. Maths teachers, computational thinking is not only about computer teachers, about even the maths teachers which can help us, science teachers, maths teachers. That's one part. The second part, for our optional curriculum, which is going to be running during the non-school hours, management, please make available your resources in the sense of your infrastructures. So that what we are planning to do is, we want to run this, but if suppose like interested students from say St. Andrews are only 5, we are looking at a minimum batch of 30 in a particular taluka. So batch of 30, so if there are only 5, from other school there are another 10, from another school there is another 15. So we can club them together. We cannot have it in 3 different places. We can club them in one particular school, call these 10, 15 students from the other school, 10 students from the other school, 5 students at one particular location. Now this location will come from where? Will come from you, school managements, so that you all can give us this particular location so that we can roll out this optional curriculum. Please be proactive in the weekly meeting with the coordinators and the other teachers which I talked to you about. Okay, so the managements, I require your help on those particular parts. Necessary orders will come from the SERT. Kindly ensure that the needed infrastructure is there in your schools. Whenever the ICT equipment comes, the needed infrastructure in terms of your space, in terms of furniture, in terms of electrical, in terms of your internet, please ensure that it is there. If there are any doubts, now this is one of the points which came out, that in your report cards, you have got one particular head for grades. In this particular revised curriculum, we have got something called as rubrics. At every lesson, after every lesson there is a rubric. It's called a skill-based assessment. Now, you will have a doubt about how do we grade this, what do we put in the report cards. All these doubts are there. I may not be the right person, but if you have got this particular doubt, let it be routed to SCRT, okay, and then come to us so that we can take the needed corrective actions. So let it come on those particular mechanisms. So if there are any doubts on how to implement, how the teachers are implementing this new revised curriculum, please bring it out to SCRT or D so that we together can take corrective actions. And the last part, please ensure that there is maximum participation from your students and faculties for the different competitions and hackathons which we are going to be organizing. Now, competitions which we are organizing has got two benefits. One is that this competition is directly linked to how the teacher completes her syllabus. Competition not given. We have launched this particular competition. How many heads of institutes are aware about a competition that was launched recently? What is the name of the competition? Okay, teacher actually was aware. How many of the heads of institutes are aware? A lantern it was. It was coding pattern based lantern. Now, this is not just coming like that they draw lanterns. It is related to how the teachers are covering that portion, and that portion, if only if they have covered, the students have covered, can their student take part. Otherwise, they will not know how to do it. So it is linked. It has got a dual kind of a thing. So competitions and hackathons will also ensure us to know two things. Whether in this particular school, if there is less participation, we easily come to know that either the teacher has not covered the syllabus because the participation is coming very less from that particular school, or there is maybe the students are not interested. So in either ways we come to know. So what we want to ensure, if you have got 40 students, all 40 students have to participate. Okay, maximum to maximum. Please ensure that. Okay, and there are good prizes for that. Okay, our technical in charge, Saish Gandhi and Devin Kuelkar, they know there are beautiful prizes for and state recognition for people, for the students, and even recognition for your schools. I would like to play a small video which is there. This child is Miss Asha from 7th standard in a rural place in Kepe. She has done 250 blocks. The company, Saish Gandhi was telling me, because we are in touch with to run this particular entire thing, like PictoBlock is the main company who is developing this. And they said this is exceptional that to do 250 blocks, and that too not having a device but on a mobile phone, is a unique kind of a thing. Looking at the kind of efforts, and I don't know how many hours this particular child has put in. My question to you, do you think in your schools there are these particular ashas who are there? You know, these ashas just requires a little wind under their wings to soar much higher. We together, we as the government entity, you as the management and Dates of Institute and you as computer teachers, we require to engage. We require to embrace to our higher objective. We require to empower each other and indirectly empower our students. You know, Henry Ford once beautifully quoted the quote which I am going to give. Coming together is the beginning. Staying together is progress, but working together is success. Let us move together from today's beginning, which has happened in Murmugao, towards the progress which will happen from today, from this particular moment, right from your mind to the physical space which is there in your schools, to seeing tomorrow's success, which will happen and definitely will happen in a few decades, and you all will contribute to this particular success of tomorrow, of your ashas which are there lying in your schools. Thank you very much. Okay, so any questions? Any questions?
One original biodata. Last time already asked us regarding what is the just now, connection is there, how do you find everything is learned there. But the computer are not working. Government promises they are going to provide. There is no internet. These are the basic problems.
Sir, from which school are you from?
Master secondary school.
So it's a government school or aided school? How many years have you been running this school?
From 1965.
1965. See sir, whatever you have done, okay, do you think you can empower yourself a little thinking out of the box, what you can do for the internet, a simple thing like internet, what you can do out of your own initiative?
Speak to management.
Yeah, one.
And then student working as we said.
That's what I said. Okay, number two. Then,
Our side we can contribute.
no, let us list sir, because this question of yours is a very pertinent question. Okay, it is a need of the hour, and your internet has been down maybe for I don't know how many years. So internet is not there for how many years?
Maybe the last 3-4 years.
3-4 years you have been with that particular problem. So you are giving me solutions. I'm asking you solutions, sir. Not that like I'm trying. The EDI should be. That is their responsibility to ensure that, or whoever the heads are for that. What else we can do, sir?
We are meeting our contribution. Whenever required, we are doing our local and trying.
Yes, sir. How much you have done? First and foremost, there is problem. Okay, but every problem also has a solution. Whether to act on the solution or not act also depends on who is talking about the problem. I'm not trying to say that trying to put in a picture, but I'm also saying we are all empowered. Aren't we empowered to do that particular work? Our students are there, our PTAs are there, our government is there. If something is not coming, we know it is important. We can take those particular out of the box approaches which you have listed. And I think after listening to today's session, maybe you can think a little bit. You can ask your management. You can definitely talk to the government and pursue that. Okay. But one thing I will tell you, at least when we are talking about delivery of these particular systems, the basic infrastructure to provide, then these systems would be beneficial. Okay, so please think a little out of the box, sir. How you can do it. Right. Any other questions? Yes, please, sir. And you can tell what is your name and which school you are
Mrs. Valentina Barreto, from Municipal High School. So our school is undergoing renovation and we are going to design a particular lab. Is there something that would tell us that we should keep in mind while designing? And what are the basic necessities that you're talking about using the single board computer?
Will we address this now or can we address it now?
We could tell her that she can connect us and we can help her in the lab.
What you can do is, I will give you my card, okay? And I will give you also what is required to be done. If you can either come to DT or give us a call, we will be able to, since it is coming up, it's a new setup which we are doing, we will definitely help you out. Okay, this is not part of a mandate, but out of the way. Okay, so I'll give you my card. Okay, thank you. Any other queries? It can be either from your curriculum, your difficulties about your teachers, your challenges about your infrastructure. You can talk about whether in the scheme to me there is some kind of a drawback, you not understood certain things. Because yesterday we were there in Honda, okay, and there were lots of queries.
So this is a query now.
This is the forum. You can always talk about a queries or you can talk about your experiences.
Very much inspired by the setup of this
projector or HDMI cable will normally go to your monitor. There is a power cable here, definitely power it up. There is your there is an internet. Suppose you got a wired internet, not a wireless. Now this can be covered to wireless also. There is a RJ45 cable here which can connect to network port. There are two USBs. You can connect to USB. You have 4 USB. Hard drive also you can connect it. So on a picture, you can even take it home in your pocket and watch movies. Connect it to your television. Yeah. So right now that particular decision let the government decide. But a single board computer, because of the lending process, a single board computer there will be 15 units which will be given on dual channel basis. Now for that we require more because we are talking about a batch of 30 students in every school. That was how the idea was floated. There could be more in your school. So depending on that, once we get a feedback, how many systems should be given and all, the government will take a decision. But this is the kind of a setup which is coming to every government aided as well as government schools. But before this comes, in the next 2 months or whatever, please ensure that there is electrical connections, there are furniture, there is a place, there is at least internet connection with it. This particular small unit can actually buy about 6,000.
7,000.
6,000, 7,000, that particular unit. So the whole entire setup comes from with the monitor, keyboard,
17 to 20,000.
16, 17,000. With the monitor, we're talking about an 18-inch. You look at a bigger one, 18-inch kind of monitor. That's what we are talking about. LCD monitor, 18-inch, not a small one. Any other questions? Yes, please.
My query is right now we are doing online, and our teachers are really working very hard. The computers are as well as our teachers. But the children are not coming online. So they don't have a network. They have a real network. They have a data pack which they pick up just for a day, and by the time 2 online classes are over, they are able to do. So during the pandemic, this would be a real issue for us. Once the children are back to school, so that is why we need to make it
Actually, my director gave a nice reply that our teachers are trained to train their students for both the formats of online and offline. They are so expert. You know, this curriculum is so well designed. जरूर आपको online में कोई बात नहीं, we can teach this curriculum online. Tomorrow, if they come in the schools, that same curriculum can be taught offline. That's what teachers you are doing this particularly, and this is the kind of a methodology which has been followed. Now, the other problem which teacher is bringing is about the data connectivity of the students. That's a challenge. You know, this student, if you see Asha, she is sitting on a chair, not in a house. She is sitting on the roadside. Kaka network man. पण kaka Asha asa. Ide पण दोन काम करतात. We have to encourage our students. I know these are not normal times, these are abnormal times. But we'll overcome this particular time soon. We'll overcome this particular problem soon. But what is required, okay, is to just hang on for some time, encourage as far as possible. If needed, if we have got some kind of PTAs or even teachers, we can contribute. Or some student really doesn't have a problem, I would encourage teachers that if you can help those students to come. I would like to give an example of what is the sir's name?
Vinod.
sir. Vinod sir of Kanpana. And in Kanpana, forget about even data applying for network. Forget about data applying. You may have the money to buy 1 day or 10 days. program network is made. So teacher is program and it's very unique and this is what I say is out of the box. So भुरग्यांनी सांगता आज हांव क्लास घेवपाक सांजे 4 तुमचे घरा येयलो आनी 4 भुरग्यांनी आपणाचो लॅपटॉप घेवन ओके ती म्हणून ताका शिकयतालो. I said what dedication. I said this is out of the box thinking. It is not that the subject is there like twice every hour. So आपणाचो टाइम like सकाळी डॉक्टर you can easily say like आता तुजी क्लास आनी एका कवर evening is free. No. सांजे 4 सोवां दुसरी कडेन जाय 4-5 भुरग्यांक घेवन 8 असो ताची we have got this photographs okay of very taking this particular class. I said what to do? This is out of the box. Why? Forget about what you're talking to the kind of network is not. That's another big problem. Okay, but they have reason not to the challenge. See, problems are there, but if you see nine problem will always remain there. But तुम्ही जर म्हणले हांव आज प्रयत्न करता आज I'm taking a promise that internet is going to come tomorrow in my school. It is going to come, so we take it from you. You take before you go out from this particular step, out of that goal, निर्णय घे आज फाल्यां इंटरनेट येतलें आनी पळय कशें जाता. That is your belief, sir. That is called as there is a nice book. Let me just talk out of context here. So there is a nice book called as the power of positive thinking, power of positive mind. I think it's John Maxwell. It talks about whatever you achieve, first is not in your mind, then it is not in the physical world. First it is in your mind. You distill it with that nice. Okay, any other questions? Yes, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Srinivasa Rana from Vijaya High School. So my query is, this is a great initiative taken by the department and introducing coding students also having especially great interest in this coding competitions. But what about this basic computer stuff which should teach them like Word, PowerPoint, Excel? That is there or it is stepped up? And if it is stepped up, I think this basic computer knowledge is required, but not every child will go for coding as their future. Like for us as teachers, what we need basic is Word, PowerPoint, Excel. So some students like this might take up a smaller career, but it's not a coding career. How are we going to deal with these students?
First and foremost, teachers, let me come into two parts. Whatever teacher is talking about was there in that particular older curriculum when we are talking about application based. Okay, that means we take an application like Word and we teach the students Word कसो टाइप करपाचो तो वर्डांत टाइप करपाचो बोल्ड करपाचें हायलाइट करपाचें अंडरलाइन करपाचें पॅराग्राफ करपाचें that is what we are teaching, right? Excel and like samples करपाचें how to find an language, that is what you should teach them. In PPT, you should say, bullets, picture, text, what you should that's what you should teach them. No, correct? Yes. Is there anything more? Animation. Like a sound, the animation was the side was that is what you should teach them. I will ask you. How many of your students today are using the mobile phone? How many of the students today, without you teaching them, take who is there not in your school but in your vicinity, is using typing something or playing something or making those particular whatever we have stated here of making italize and all these things. Absolutely. Technology, we have to move with technology. Things, it is important. I'm not denying the fact that it is not important, it is important. Okay. So I think so I have made my point. Okay, why we are talking about why this is different compared to the previous one. The second point, it is not that it is scrapped. If you read the curriculum of the 6th standard, there is one part called as collaborations. There is one part called as collaboration. Now, we have used the word collaboration. All this while, we were writing a document individually and we are teaching the students individually. Word we have open curve, file open curve, like that. Italize go to this particular thing, italize curve, underline curve, understroke curve, paragraph curve. We should tell this particular and they should write this. Some of the technical have covered. They should write all this, correct? In collaborations, okay, something different. What we are doing is, it is no longer that one person does. Multiple people, how can they write a resource? That means a Word document. How they can write? You know, one great example is Google Docs. If you use Google Docs, you know, you are doing Diksha and all. How many of you are using Diksha? How many of you are using? In Diksha, what do you do? If you all want to do, you have to use collaboration. Google Doc होता open करता, पण तिथे तुमका एमाचे खाली जाऊन ना तुम्हाला चेंज करतो, त्यांना ती चेंज करता, दुसरं करता की आयटलाइज करता, पण फॉर्मॅटिंग करता in the same document. This is called as collaboration. This is the next level. This is the higher level of learning. How do we collaborate as a team? It brings the next aspect which is there in our skill sets. One of the skill sets which is there, which is evaluating the students. If you look at it, evaluation rubrics is very important in the set of institutes. Why this has been designed? After every in skill set, there is something called as teamwork. Very important. In the world today and tomorrow, we do not require individuals who are brilliant. We require teams who are exceptional. Because individually they the because the problem is so large. We require hundreds of teams. How do we associate to come to teamwork? And this is one of the skill sets in every lesson plan that we are bringing in. If you look at the skill set which are there, one is called as discovery. One is called as like understanding and problem solving. How does a child understand problem solving? The next is completion of tasks. When the child is doing time-bound things, is he doing time-bound? Is another skill set very important. The next is like, is the child interested and motivated? How do we grade them? 25% for beginners, 50% needs improvement, comfortable 75%. Is highly skilled, the child highly skilled. Also score as well. For every lesson plan, there are 24 lesson plans. One of them is this teamwork. And what we are talking about, there is collaboration here.
Where is
Which chapter?
20 something.
Collaboration. If you take this soft copy aspect unit, you are from the institute madam. Go to lesson number 30. There is something called as collaboration. Working in collaborations. Okay, which is there. 30, 31, 32 onwards. This is there. But it is taught on a different, on a higher level of learning. Does it address your query? Thank you. Any others? Or no, it is available with the teachers will given. SCRT will print those particular things and make available to all the schools. How they are printing is will give them this particular content. Revisions are going on because of certain English and how to put it and all. That final revisions are going. But teachers have got a soft copy. Any other queries? Okay, before we end, I would like to ask one of our master trainers to come and share. There are two master trainers here. Okay, one of them can come and share the experiences about this entire process of associating with the PMU. Okay, and their whole how they are taking this initiative, how they are owning this particular initiative. The question is about the ownership. So if you can come up here and talk anyone about it.
Ishwari can come.
Good morning, teachers. I am Shri Gopal from Shantikul High School, Sappa. Sir said just to tell the journey, but I think our journey had just started, I think. I remember the first session in JC. director has said, Vivek sir, be comfortable in uncomfortable zone. This was the key word I would say he has given us. When anything comes under this, be comfortable in uncomfortable zone. So when they started, we were like, at least myself was like blank about what actually the thing was going on. But slowly, sir just became a part of us. But he made us so comfortable. I would say a word I will use of family. There is no harsh and fast. Though it is a harsh and fast, but he never made Atas Kara. Actually, it was that only, but a very nicely had put it and made us be comfortable and work along with this team. Even Sai sir is an IT faculty, related to this. But this sir has come down to our level. That I would say really, something. It's not easy for everyone to do that. Everybody cannot do. They have their high thought, they have their different vision. But when they come and teach us, it is completely different. So, sir now became our sir, I would say. Okay, so Vivek sir is also not here, but that made us really work together. Then whatever the sir said, like the number of hours we put, how much we work, that doesn't matter actually. But the teamwork matters a lot. Even Anay sir was there. Anay sir also, he has trained us how to do the scratch coding. He was very, his level is quite high. But making us understand that, looking at the way he was teaching, we were like, like you don't know what question to ask. When we started, we were scared. But then slowly, as they have started working with us, we felt we are IT people, we are engineers. Everybody felt that. So that confidence building us was these people along with us who are working. Though they are directors, that word is a director, but for us, he is our sir, That confidence they gave us and motivated us to work and they made us the master trainers. We didn't become. They have motivated us. So, and I will not appreciate so I has already called the HM here, but I would say, when I told her that I am a master trainer, she said, that countless I could see in her. Like my teacher is a master trainer who is going to train the rest of the teacher apart on the stage. So, I will not say that motivation was incomplete without her also. She never asked me, Ishwari, you do that work. She, morning also, she got, okay, is there no, okay, circular is not, no, don't worry. You go ahead. So that is what she is supporting there. I am very relaxed in that side at least. Because I know there is no barrier and there is a confidence is there in her that what I am doing and with whom I am doing is, she is very comfortable with that, what I feel. And all the colleagues, Tanya is also the colleagues, we are working as a master trainer. So, it's a cooperation, teamwork, as sir said. Group is करने syllabus that group is actually first implementing on us how we are working together as a master trainer. If we doesn't match, then he will not work out. So even all our colleagues who have worked, they are quite high. At least from my side, I think. I get sometimes when I go back, answer friendly even like master trainers also when we are working. But no, there is nothing. It's a big family now. So actually, Sai sir, Anay sir, all Siddharth sir is also there. Then there are many things we have worked out. I think right now suddenly is not coming in my mind. But I would request all the HM to just be cooperative for all the teachers because all of them are giving their effort. And without your support, it will not come to a nice and beautiful picture. Thank you so much.
As an area of this Murmua Taluka, I think we both the areas are always wanting something improvement
and innovation in this country. And I'm sure all our heads are going to be supported for this scheme of education, which the Director of Education and the Director of Technical Education is trying to put up. It's not that they want to make something out of it. They want our students to be someone someday. I'm sure this is the motive behind it. Or it is not, because some of us will say, oh, I don't have a proper school system, my management is not supporting me. Or the heads will say, we have got so much of work, the teachers are not cooperative. It's not right. As just now we had a master trainer who was telling us how from a unit it became into a family. And this is what I am always telling also. Ever since I also took up this position as an ADI, I always said that let's not be individual. Let us be together, like a family. If we are together, I think we can do wonders. And when you're individual, nothing can happen. Only problems over problems. So I hope my dear heads, headmasters, headmisters are in charges of the government schools. Yes, of course, I think most of our government schools in Munmuga Taluka have been renovated. Of course, there are certain developments also taking, and I have some school, I think only 2 or 3 schools in our government sector needs renovation, and that will happen very soon. And I think we all can assure the Directorate of Technical Education that we are going to be with you all, and our students are going to be wonders of Munmuga Taluka.